This is Jason and Jason's Jungle, and today I'll be planting out me Christmas potatoes. I'm going to be planting me second crop potatoes, the Christmas potatoes, soon. And I've worked out that I'm going to have 2 spare spuds. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to separate these spuds up, something I haven't done since I was a kid, and that's to cut these in individual sections, just so I can get more plants per potato. So what I'll do is I'll do that now, and that'll give it time for the cuts to dry out. And I'll put them into small pots first, get them going on, and then transplant them into probably 10 litre flower buckets. So I'll get on with doing that. You can see I've got quite a few chits on both of these. I'm going to try and cut it into as many as possible without risking damaging them. So I'll start off one by one. We'll have a look around here. So there's 3 groups there. I could possibly split these into more, but I'll just leave them into these 3 little groups there. There's a 4th one there, 5th one there, 6th one there, and there's a little one down here. So that's 7 I could possibly get off of this. So I'll cut them up. One there. This one comes through here. Okay, so that's 7 sections off of that. And I think if I look at the other one, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll take those off. So these will be left overnight, and that'll give the chance for a little skin to form on the cut surfaces so that they don't rot when they go into the compost. And I will then pop them into little pots. These are the segments of the 2 potatoes I cut up yesterday. They've been drying overnight, they've now got skins on the cut surfaces. So I'm just going to put these into a module and let them start growing. So I'll be using my container wise again. 15 cell module, nice deep for the roots, and I don't know if you can see, there's got these ridges there in here, and those sort of guides the root down so it doesn't get too pot bound. But basically I've already got soil in here, so I'll just pop these in with the eyes up. That gives me 13 segments there, so hopefully I'll get 13 plants, and these will go into 10 litre flower buckets. So just put a little bit of loose compost on top, not too tight, enough to cover them. And once these are grown nicely, I can put them into the flower buckets. And these should start to be ready end of October, beginning of November. I have some Charlotte potatoes. They're going into these pots. I'm putting 4 of them into each of these pots. I'll have 6 of these pots. So that should give me a reasonable amount of spuds come October, November, probably November time. What I have done with these, I've put this wicking material in. That's just for when I move it over onto the paddling pools once the main crops have gone. And all I'm going to do is layer up compost in here. With that wicker, I pull that up so it's up in the middle, so it's vertical in the middle as I'm filling this up, and that just means that it'll wick into the centre of the pot and keep it nice and moist. So once I've got it, the bottom tier about this far up, just add a handful of blood fish and bone and chicken pellets, mix them in to that layer and pop in one of my seed potatoes. Now these, as you can see, have been chitted. They don't need to be chitted because the temperature of the soil this time of year would germinate them anyway, but as I got them before I wanted to put them in, I've just left them out and they've already started to chit. So I just put one in that layer, and fill it up again so that's completely covered, making sure that the wicking material is coming up vertical. Some blood fish and bone, some chicken pellets. Now I use both because although blood fish and bone is about 556, chicken pellets, it says here, is 432.5. It's what's the rest of it, so you know the chicken pellets comes to what, less than 15%, so what's the other 85%? There's a lot of organic matter in this, but there's also trace elements, and they'll have different trace elements in each one. So by mixing them, I'm going to get a range of trace elements. Anyway, next spud goes in, so I've put one in here, this side, one in this side now. The next layer up will go in here, and the next layer up in there, so I've got the full depth taken up and full 360 of the bucket. Again, I'm making sure I cover over up to or over the last spud. Give it a good mixing with my additives. Add the next spud. A little bit more. And also the final spud. Basically I'm just putting this in so most of the eyes are facing up, and then putting the soil around it. So this one's quite close to the surface, but hopefully we'll end up with spuds all the way through it, through the bucket, because I've got them on different layers. And just final layer of compost on top. And that's what those ready. Give them water, and once the main spuds come off the paddling pools, I put these on. What varieties are you planting for your Christmas potatoes? Are you doing earlies or are you doing main crop? Anyway, if you've liked this, click like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Let us know if you're planting them and what varieties you're planting. And I will see you on my next video.